theft, vandalism, random violence, and even terrorist attacks. They're all a threat for the safety and security of people and public and private facilities, from private homes to industrial facilities, petrochemical installations, ports, airports, nuclear plants, warehouses. They all need to be kept under surveillance and protected against crime. Installing fences is a solution for protecting facilities against crime. Sometimes they even generate an automatic alarm when someone touches the fence. Or they can be electrified to keep intruders away. Fences are, however, a very expensive solution, since a lot of civil work needs to be carried out. Fences can also be complemented with security guards. Another solution is closed-circuit television, or CCTV cameras. Easy to use and inexpensive, they're an effective tool for security and surveillance applications. Where the extra electronic eye is in place, people tend to think twice before attempting to commit a crime. But CCTV cameras are not the perfect solution. In order to see with a CCTV camera, you need light. During the day, this is not a problem, most of the time. But what about climatic conditions like light fog, rain, and snow? What will you detect when the camera is blinded by the sun? And what can you see in total darkness? Light can only penetrate a certain distance, and completely illuminating an area so that it can be kept under surveillance of CCTV cameras is not always possible and can be an expensive exercise. Powering and maintaining it can be even more costly. Light can also be very intrusive, and light pollution needs to be considered as well. Furthermore, lighting essentially lays out a route of attack for intruders, creating shadows in which they can hide and access undetected. An excellent and cost-effective solution for seeing in total darkness, in the most diverse weather conditions, is thermal imaging. Thermal imaging cameras create a crisp image based on subtle differences in temperature called heat signatures.
Virtually everything in our environment has a heat signature, even ice cubes. Warmer objects appear white, cooler objects appear black.
Thermal imaging is not the same as using night vision goggles. Night vision goggles only work if at least some light, like moonlight or starlight, is present. They amplify small amounts of visible light so that objects can be seen at night. Thermal imaging works by detecting the heat energy being radiated and needs no light at all. Another technology is infrared illuminators. Not only do they consume a lot of power, they do not offer good scene contrast and range performance. Thermal imaging cameras produce a clear image and need no light or illumination whatsoever. Furthermore, intruders using night vision goggles can detect infrared illuminators and navigate around them. Thermal imaging cameras help security professionals to spot intruders in total darkness. Thermal imaging cameras are also useful during daylight. Not only can they see through light fog, but thermal contrast is extremely difficult to mask. People trying to camouflage themselves or hiding in shadows or bushes will become clearly visible on a thermal image. FLIR Systems markets a full range of thermal imaging cameras which have especially been developed for security and surveillance applications. Thermal imaging cameras are becoming more and more popular for security and surveillance applications. FLIR's S.AS series range of fixed-mount thermal imaging cameras has definitely contributed to the success. Extremely affordable, easy to install and to use, they've been incorporated in numerous security networks. Today, FLIR Systems is launching a new version of these successful cameras. As of today, although they still look the same from the outside, all S.AS series come with a new thermal imaging core that will allow the user to see even further than before. This means that users can now detect targets at longer distances. Depending on your needs, you can choose an S.AS series thermal imaging camera that's equipped with an uncooled vanadium oxide detector that produces crisp thermal images of 320 by 240 pixels, or for a version that produces thermal images of 160 by 120 pixels. The 160 by 120 pixels version is available with a 9, 13 or 19 mm lens. The user that chooses an S.AS series thermal imaging camera that produces thermal images of 320 by 240 pixels has even more choice. The S.AS series are easy to integrate in new or existing security networks. The images can be displayed on virtually any display that accepts composite video. The F-Series is a complete range of network-ready fixed-mount thermal imaging cameras. Once installed, they always look in the same direction. Depending on your needs, you can choose an F-Series thermal imaging camera that's equipped with an uncooled vanadium oxide detector that produces crisp thermal images of 160 by 120, 320 by 240, or even 640 by 480 pixels. Users that choose a version equipped with a 160 by 120 pixels detector can choose between a 9, 13 or 19 mm lens. Equipped with a 320 by 240 pixels detector, the F-Series come with a 9, 13, 19, 35, 65 or 100 mm lens. The F-Series version that's equipped with a detector that produces ultra-sharp images of 640 by 480 pixels can be ordered with a 21.5 or 35 mm lens. The PT series are compact multi-sensor systems for short to medium-range threat detection. The PT series are network-ready multi-sensors. They consist of a robust pan tilt on which on one side F-Series thermal imaging camera has been mounted. On the other side, a day-night CCD camera is installed. The pan tilt allows for 360-degree continuous rotation and for +90 to -90 degrees vertical. This drastically increases situational awareness. The thermal imaging camera mounted on the PT series comes with exactly the same options as the F-Series. 640 by 480, 320 by 240 and 160 by 120 pixels versions are available. The same wide range of lenses as on the F-Series ensures that the PT series can also be adapted to every situation. The CCD camera has a 36x optical zoom and a 12x digital zoom, so that you can have a closer look at certain situations. The F and PT series both come with a revolutionary cassette system that allows for easy upgrade or repair of sensors and optics. No need to buy a new camera or send it to the factory if your requirements change. Just change the inner core with a new one. The D-Series are network-enabled outdoor dome thermal imaging cameras. The D-Series contain both a thermal imaging camera and a day-night CCD camera. The thermal imaging camera produces crisp thermal images of 320 by 240 pixels. Different lens options are available. The D-Series can be equipped with a thermal imaging camera with a 9, 13, 19 or 35 mm lens. The CCD camera has a 36 times optical zoom and a 12 times digital zoom, so that you can have a closer look at certain situations. Both the thermal imaging camera and the day-night camera are mounted in a small ultra-compact gimbal. It can pan 360 degrees continuously and tilt plus 45 degrees to minus 180 degrees vertically. The F, PT and D series thermal imaging cameras allow for multiple channels of streaming digital video in H.264, MPEG-4 or MJPEG formats. The PTZ35x140MS is a powerful multi-sensor mid-range thermal night vision system. It features 2 thermal imaging cameras and 1 daylight low-light camera. One thermal imager has a wide-angle field of view and is ideal for situational awareness. The other, with a narrow field of view, allows you to see objects that are very small or far away. The PTZ35x140MS overlays both images to provide a high-resolution image without losing broad situational awareness. Thanks to the 2 independent thermal imaging cameras, the PTZ35x140MS is equipped with a continuous zoom on the thermal image. The PTZ35x140MS also features a daylight low-light camera. It gives you additional information and identification when conditions permit. The PTZ35x140MS comes with a fully integrated pan and tilt. It provides you with a full 360-degree viewing capability. A fixed mounted version of the PTZ35x140MS is also available. The F, PT and D series and the PTZ-SR35x140MS come with both IP and serial control interfaces for easy integration into digital networks or analog video environments. Open IP standards allow plug-and-play integration and configuration in digital networks. Serial control and analog composite video output enable ready integration into legacy network designs. All thermal imaging cameras contain the FLIR Systems patented digital detail enhancement, which ensures clear, properly contrasted images in all conditions. The F, PT and D series and the PTZ-SR35x140MS all come with a single sensor copy of FLIR Sensors Manager. This software allows you to easily command and control the cameras in the network. A question often asked is, how far can you see with a thermal imaging camera? Although the answer is complicated and depends on a lot of variables, it can be stated that longer lenses have a narrower field of view and give you the possibility to see targets which are further away. Equipped with a 9mm lens, an SR, F or PT series can detect a man at a distance of over 200 meters in total darkness. A PTZ35x140MS, equipped with a 140mm lens, allows you to detect man-sized targets over 2 kilometers away. All FLIR Systems thermal imaging cameras are easy to install and to use. They can be configured for standalone use, as part of a TCP/IP network, or in a hybrid configuration with local and network-based control. They provide early detection and visibility 24/7 all year round. A software developer's kit is available. Protect your valuable facilities, assets and personnel in total darkness in all weather conditions and start using the power of thermal imaging as of today.